Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
Come on, Karen. Let's go talk to the cops.
Hey, listen, you need to get 6 feet away from me, okay? I already told you.
Well, you told me what? Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Second time what?
This is the second time
so
you
what that
invaded
mean?
my personal space. You
don't have personal space right now.
I'm telling you.
Man, you ain't telling me nothing. Put your finger down at my face, bro, because you ain't going to bust a grape with a sledgehammer. And I'm standing right here. All you got to do is maybe defend myself.
This video is a classic Poster 7 First Amendment audit of a post office. And it's also the auditor's most frequent legal misunderstanding of all auditors, every one of them.
I'm asking you to leave the post office right now, sir.
Okay, and I'm refusing to do so.
No problem. Hello, my name is Jeremiah Ritchie. The location is 1279 Palmetto Park Road. I'm at the
Are you calling the postal inspector? That's who has jurisdiction here.
So they have something called Poster 7, okay, which is the rules and regulations of the post office governing conduct on postal property.
Auditors quote Poster 7 whenever they invade a U.S. post office. When confronted by an employee, they will quote parts of Homeland Security Poster number 7. And that's the key, only parts. So I'm going to dispel that notion using 3 provisions of Poster number 7 itself, that they do not have the right to film in a post office. As this auditor just claimed, that local police have no jurisdiction in federal post offices, only federal police. This is wrong both in regulation and common sense. In common sense, since there are no federal police in 90% of all post offices. So what would the post office do if they had an active shooter? Wait? So to deal with this common sense issue, most post offices have memos of understanding with local police departments, giving them the authority to handle problems at that post office.
You're not federal police. Why don't you call the federal police? You have no jurisdiction in this building.
Technically, you have no jurisdiction here. They should have called the postal inspectors.
Even if the Silverthorne Post Office is a federal enclave, the Silverthorne police officers could still have the authority to protect the post office.
So strike one. Local police may have jurisdiction over a post office.
I got a very irate customer. He put his hand in my face. He's been very disrespectful and irate.
Thank you.
In my office.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you so much.
To leave already, and he won't leave.
You see how you lying to the 911?
Sam is my supervisor. I'm the manager. I just walked over here.
Okay, so the man on the phone is the supervisor of the post office. This is critical in understanding Poster number 7 and strike 2.
As a public employee, as an employee, your job is to make sure that my rights are being upheld.
The police are being...
Why do you keep repeating yourself? I speak English perfectly.
I'm not saying that you don't.
Okay, well, stop repeating yourself.
I'm going to need you to put that mask on your nose, sir.
I'm going to need you to get out my face and leave me alone. I'm going to need you to leave me alone. You can't tell me what to do in my building. Just because he says he's the manager here and he don't like the fact that I'm recording, that you guys are going to enforce something based on his feelings. When the U.S.
based on our feelings, it's based on the law, so we'd have to.
Well, it has to be.
It's a violation of law.
Right, and also his word can't supersede actual federal mandate.
The federal mandate that the auditor is talking about is Poster number 7. And we just arrived at the auditor's second misinterpretation of laws using Poster 7.
According to the Postal Service's website, the general policy for photography and filming on Postal Service premises is found in subsection I of Poster 7 and section 124.58 of the Postal Operations Manual, both of which state that, quote, photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order or rule.
So auditors are allowed to photograph in post offices. Even though Poster 7 seems to limit videos to lobbies, entrances, foyers, corridors, or auditorium, it really doesn't open up to photographs or videos the main business customer area where we all buy our stamps and exchange money and stuff. But we'll give them that. But the key words are authorized personnel. So who are authorized personnel?
Sam is my supervisor. I'm the manager. I just walked over here.
They're harassing our staff and federal employees about a supposed egress problem. I've asked them to identify themselves. They don't have the courage to do that, but they've got the courage to violate these other problems. So they need to leave.
post office has asked us to ask you to leave.
So we've just had two postmasters who have asked auditors to leave and a police officer who informed an auditor that an authorized postal employee has asked him to leave. This can't be more clear. And it's strike 2 on auditor's abuse of poster 7. Let's get to strike 3. You know, there are other restrictions of poster number 7. And actually, in addition to poster number 7, all public buildings which can restrict access under certain conditions.
Calm down, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I have it. I have it. The police are on their way.
Man, I've done more of these than you can imagine. I'm not afraid of the police. I'm not afraid of the police. They're going to honor my right to record in public. Your Postmaster General said I can. It's right here. But you don't care. Your only thing is I'm not bending down licking your boots. You have no authority over me.
Within my 6 feet, and he's been very aggressive. He's yelling at me and everybody in the post office. He's been very verbally aggressive towards me, calling me names, calling me
Karen. I called you Karen. I didn't call your name. I called you Karen.
Okay, this is my place of work. I am the manager, Jeremiah Ritchie. I manage this post office. I deemed that his actions were disrupting the postal employees in the station that I manage. I asked him to leave. Okay. He hasn't bought anything.
What's the name of your badge number, sir?
He hasn't purchased anything. He's not in line to do anything. So number one, that not even that, putting that into the camera into my employee's face who is working.
So this particular auditor was disruptive to the staff and customers, pointed his camera at the customer counter, and refused to leave when asked. Even the lobby of a police department, which is normally open to the public, can restrict camera access, citing time, place, and manner.
Hey, I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to
Sure.
ask you to turn this phone off because there's victims of crimes here, and I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want
not here to
I don't
film
want
them.
them on the phone.
They're
so
not
I'm
on
going to ask
it.
you to turn the phone off.
Well, it's my
But
constitutional
It's not
right.
your constitutional right to be filming victims of violent crimes.
I'm
Turn the
actually
goddamn
not
phone
filming
off.
them.
All right, I'm going to off you one more time. Turn the
For
phone off.
what?
So the next time you hear some auditor whine about their right to film at post offices, citing poster 7, remember the 3 strikes. 1, local police can have jurisdiction at post offices. 2, any post office supervisor at that site can trespass an auditor. And number 3, all auditors who poke their cameras at post office counters where customers are conducting business have violated poster 7 and can be trespassed. John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. We do not ask for personal information. You guys have a good day. Semper Fidelis.